I know you all can use. So I really don't feel like making this content. It's crazy because it's like YouTube will force you to make content that you really don't care to make. But yeah, so this page and Demon Time Exotics is so niched in that it's hard to break out of that algorithm. Been taking the time that I've been away from YouTube to do a little research and all of that, right? And it's crazy, right? Because what is this all about? These guys is trying to take down pages that are speaking against them. Does it matter that they're speaking against them? No. But it's crazy how they're going about it, right? And if you knew that certain individuals were working with certain individuals, you probably wouldn't be communicating with them, right? Okay. Dang, you know what I should have did? I should have shared this in my group and told them I am live. Hold on, I'll be right back, y'all. Let me tell my group I'm live. I'm gonna tell y'all basically how I figured out that Wack, Rick Rock, Drea The Virgo, Flakko, eh, they was all kind of working together. And it's crazy, right? But it makes sense that they wouldn't vocalize that they're working together, right? Because Drea can work with people that Wack can't, right? Compton Ricc Rocc can connect with people that Wack can't, right? And if you expose these alliances, right, then it doesn't work. You feel what I'm saying? Let me give you an example. So, Drea The Virgo, she represents who? Spody Face, some other people, and Munchie Beto, right? We know for a fact that Munchie B has a visceral hate for Wack 100, right? Okay. It's so much stuff in this story that me breaking it down like this is gonna be kind of scattered because I ain't write it down. I didn't figure out like, but I know what's going on and y'all don't. So okay. So if Drea's working with Wack and Flacco, I don't know when exactly she got to working with Wack and Flacco, but I know for sure when Flacco got into it with Dre and whoever that was, I can't think of the artist that Flacco was beefing with, right? And he went at their whole camp, and then they had a conversation. He was like, "Oh, she's a good person, da 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 da. She didn't have anything to do with da 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 da." Y'all don't remember that? Okay. So that's the beginning of their alliance, right? Now, let's think back to what Flacco said. He said, I didn't know she was this talented. I didn't know she had this knowledge, da 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 da. That's when they connect, and she connects with Flacco, and Flacco's influences or connections, which is Wack. Boom. Now, how does Compton Ricc Rocc play into this? Compton Ricc Rocc, when the situation with Wack 100 and Loose Cannon came up, right? Um, y'all make sure y'all liking the live if y'all watching. And make sure you know what I should do? I should do this on my other one so I could put this on other channels too. But anyways, so when Rick Rock had that 100,000 for the J Reed, how did Rick Rock blow up? Let's think about it, right? Jay Reed, he blew up off the Jay Reed content, right? What's the Jay Reed content? The Jay Reed content is the situation with um, Wack, Loose, and Jay Reed, right? Now, I know y'all been hearing it's just so much. All right, turn the air on. It's hot in here. So, when I was working with Compton Ricc Rocc back in the day with Benji, we were doing whatever the podcast was called. Benji was telling me like, bro, Compton Ricc Rocc is compromised. Like he on some bullshit. Like you don't see it. He on some one side of shit. The one side being Wack. You know, he felt like he was protecting them and doing shit. And I'm only on 10%. I'm gonna have to go get a charger. So he was like, you don't see him protecting Wack and all this shit. And at that time, I ain't gonna lie, I seen what was going on, but I didn't want to. I seen what was going on, but I slick didn't want to believe it. So as time goes on, they kind of push Benji out, right? And I remember that I was talking to Benji and Compton Ricc Rocc, and I was telling them a text message I had got from Drea. And the text message was like, I really like you and Compton Ricc Rocc. Think you guys have a lot of talent, but Benji, there's no use for him, basically. So I always felt like our dynamic, me, Compton Ricc Rocc, Benji, was a good dynamic. You got the wild card in me. You got the young, knowledgeable, mindful nigga and Benji, and you got Compton Ricc Rocc, the OG kind of respected, da da da, and kind of giving us game to figure our way through this. So Benji's like, man, I'm telling you, this nigga be protecting these niggas. He not on some real shit. I ain't fucking with him, and we can do this without him. Now at that time, I wasn't understanding that you. Okay, so let's stop right there. Rick Rock done blown up 100,000. We're trying to do the show. We're having success. And I don't understand that his success is connected to Wack. Boom. Let's go back to Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon and Wack. Loose Cannon calls me and says, bro, I got the plug. Wrong. From now on, we're going up. I got the plug. Okay. Now, this is right before we all get into it and do the Las Vegas gender reveal and everything. What I started to notice was bro started getting, and when I say bro, Loose Cannon started getting views. He started getting views like a motherfucker, right? And there's certain little things that all of these parties say that just bring it together, right? So you got you got Drea that's gonna say, oh, you have to be on a schedule. You have to be on a schedule. Why do you have to be on a schedule? You have to be on a schedule because for me to allot all of these bots to your views, we can't allot them here, 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 and here. They have to be allotted. If you're going to be put into the rotation, you have to be allotted. You know what I'm saying? A time slot where you're going to fucking win in that time slot. Okay. So I heard about the schedule from other people that had dealt with her, and they was like, yeah, man, she always calling saying, like, why you didn't tell me you was live? I could have promoted it. And then they were wondering how she was promoting it because they didn't see where she was promoting it. So it's like, if you're promoting me, I would see my promotions. And then they were like, they were saying like, yeah, she wants me to go live on only these certain times, but I just want to go live when things are popping, right? Which makes sense. And if there's other people, other competitors, you'll just compete against them. What's going on, Kip? Kip in the building. So this dog is stressing me out. Um, so when I started to work with Drea, she would be like, I really love schedules and da 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 da. And I just really, I was more like, hey, even if I don't do the best numbers on my own and what I want to do and how I want to do it, I'd rather do it the way I want to do it. Right. But then I started to notice what the schedules was. Like I said, the schedules was scheduling the bots to be able to, you know what I'm saying, be on your shit. So when I watched her start working with Spotify's page, no, like I said, this live gonna be so scattered because I'm just kind of doing it off the cuff. So who's the first one to get their page to? They're experimenting with like how to take people pages and stuff because it was like at first they was doing the copyright method. And I don't want to take the credit for being the first one to figure out how to beat the copyright method. I feel like it was somebody else I might have got the game from. But we started to figure out how to beat Wack 100's copyright method. And when I say the copyright method, uh, basically copyrighting our content. And Snoopy Badass was one of the first ones to really rebel. You got to understand, it's like they trying to control you, control your page, and control your narrative. So if you're talking about shit that they don't want to hear, they'll knock your page down. And this is what they told Toxic Media, right? They was like, if you keep working with, why are you not making more videos anymore? I'm about to, man. I just had to take some time and just really get my mind right. You feel what I'm saying? Cause it's like they really playing a dirty game. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Know that, like, if I come to y'all and I tell y'all something, y'all know I'm not capping. Like, unless I'm in here trolling, having fun. But y'all know I know what's going on. So it's like, I've been fighting against Wack for like 2 years. You feel what I'm saying? 2, 3 years. So I figured out the method that it was doing with the copywriting. I want to say me and Snoopy Badass figured out how to fight that. Snoopy lost his page to fight. I ain't gonna lie. Snoopy Badass lost his page to fight. And that's why I always, if y'all notice, if y'all follow my content, that's why I always show Snoopy Badass love. Even though he's emotional, but I understand. Because it's like when you're going through all the shit and niggas is tagging you and y'all just believe in what they put out there and y'all don't really know what's going on, it's frustrating. But yeah, so, but basically, Snoopy was one of the first ones to figure out, like, okay, they're copyrighting, they're knocking our shit down, but I can copy. I don't know if he figured it out, but anyways, you can do a copyright notification claim, counterclaim, right? And the the reason that they swayed away from this was, yeah, they was knocking pages down because he always talks about how he took Hassan Page and Wool, right? Because what they do is they, so if they got somebody close to you, say they put a Drea The Virgo next to you, say they put a Compton Ricc Rocc next to you, and they encourage you to make certain content, right? Do you think Spotify will get his channel back? I feel like I'm not tuned in to know what's going on the inside right there because I separated myself. But with Spotify in his channel, if they didn't just deactivate it like mine is, just for the, because I swear they take my game and they use it in different ways. So right now I've deactivated my page so they can't take it because I see what they doing. And they was putting people close to me that was working against me to make them feel like that I'm allies. So I'm giving them my information. I'm talking to them. I'm letting them know my next plan. And I figured this out when I was beefing with Flakko, and Drea The Virgo wouldn't give me the names of the people that he struck. said, give me all the names of anybody this nigga struck. We finna take this nigga shit. I had some gang that I had, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, give me any nigga this nigga playing with their channel. We gonna go and we gonna take this shit. She was like, well, it's really nobody. It went from being like, oh, he's tagging this page and it's not just you. Because that was the framework she wanted to put it under. It's not just you, money. They're attacking everybody. You know, it's not just you. I'm like, well, give me everybody name that they attacking. Nigga, I got some game for them, nigga. She's like, what? What are you gonna do? That was the boom. I said, don't worry about it. Give me their goddamn names. We're gonna handle this. Don't worry about it. Sit back. I swear to God, we're gonna spank this nigga, bruh. She was like, oh, well, there's only one person in this. I said, hold on. You just said that he's doing this to everybody. Are you protecting this nigga? I can show y'all text messages. I don't feel like getting up. I'm like, you protecting this nigga. Then right there, I started to know, oh. Then I thought back to when he got into it, whatever whoever it was. Somebody remind me in the comments who it was that Flacco got into it with when he ended up saying, "Oh no, Drea The Virgo, she's a good person. She went to school for this and she did that and da da da." Y'all remember that? If y'all are really viewers of this type of content, y'all will know what I'm talking about. Somebody put it in the comments who Flacco was beefing with, that she was representing, that she got mixed up in the beef. And then he was like, I'm going to pay for 3 or 4 people to be under her tutelage, right? That was just the framework to say, I'm about to put these people on that we agree about that are under our tutelage, that are under our direction, and will not go against the grain. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? This is why I don't be wanting to talk. I think it was ODM Slim. Now who's cool with Flacco? Now who gets to go to BOF? Who gets to go to No Jumper? Are y'all paying attention? Don't make me come on here and explain shit if y'all not gonna listen and share my fucking live because I gotta get up. Because listen, my shit is like struck and attacked because they want to get rid of me. Because I be doing shit like this. They can't control me. Look, they try to give me 1,300, 1,600, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, man, I make money. That's why they don't like me, because I have a job. So it's like they can't control me with like giving me some money. Yeah, you see how they say, notice when Spody Face lost his page, it was a now understand that a lot of these pages that are top media, paperboy, it's about to get spicy, my boy. Do y'all know a lot of these people run the same channel? There's paperboy news route and this and another channel that y'all are familiar with. They're all ran by one person. So if you think about that, right, and you think that I keep getting distracted because I'm everywhere. I just want to tell y'all so much shit, but it was ODM Slim. He's cool now. Now, did you notice that ODM Slim to get cool, to be cool, he had to get cool with Flacco? Are y'all paying attention? So if you're talented enough and have enough following and these motherfuckers is trying to attach themselves to you, even I don't even want to speak about bruh, because I don't know, but I feel like you're tuned in enough to where I'm just gonna say your name. Even him, I knew it dirty. Yeah, listen, it's crazy because it's so much shit I want to tell y'all, but it's just like like I said, I didn't structure this. I just was like, man, I have to go live. We've been on here 18 minutes. Okay, cool. I ain't been rambling that long. So I'm talking. I'm finna just jump all around. This is as of current day. Current day, I know what's going on. I see that Dre's fucking with Flacco. Flacco's fucking with um, Wack. Wack is fucking with Compton Ricc Rocc, Flacco, and Drea. Okay. So I'm like, y'all know me. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck. You could take my page, which anybody that's been following me for a while, y'all know I've been going against the grain. I don't give a fuck if anybody like me, don't like me. I'm all take the page. I ain't making no money off it anyway. So they like, well, he don't care. That's why he keep going off his page with followers, not making money. but exposing us anytime we make him mad. So let's give him some money and then go to carrot over his head and see if he's willing to come over here, right? Willing to shut the fuck up and listen and not speak against Wack, because this is all it is. I've gotten the information, and I'm gonna exclude certain names because certain people, other than being with the snakes, they really haven't, done anything for me to speak on their name, and I don't want to. So when this person said, "All right, you can go to no jumper if you don't say Whack 100, if you don't beef with Whack, if you don't beef with Flacco, and you don't beef with Adam, those are the three off limits for you." You get what I'm saying? Share the live, y'all. So this person said, "You can go to no jumper if you don't beef with Adam 22, Whack 100, Poetik Flakko. Anybody else, get on the ass, do your thing." I said, "Okay. I just want y'all to know that." Boom. Now let's go back to ODM Slim because we was talking about that, right? ODM Slim. I'm talking to ODM Slim. He like, "Yeah, I'm telling him some of the stuff I'm going through. I'm not like calling to throw people under the bus. I'm really trying to call and figure out like who's with who, what's going on, and who's all under this. You know what I mean?" So he like, "Man, I'm not even ODM. Like, I'm not even messing with Drea The Virgo. I keep her name on my stuff, but I'm not even fucking with her." Okay. But then I start to see the placements. I know who's connected to who. I know when you get that BOF placement, that community placement. Remember when Compton Ricc Rocc went on BOF or community with the Chinese music? Hit the Chinese music. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Y'all remember that? I know I'm gonna be jumping around a lot. Let me tell y'all about Compton Ricc Rocc. He goes on BOF, right? Not BOF. He goes on community. They hit the Chinese music. Dun, 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 dun. This nigga tried to incorporate that into his live and try to, use that same style that they were using over there. It's really like a comedic style if you really peep it. 80s over there trying to craft his style, figure out how he's gonna do things. You know what I'm saying? He's bringing on different guests. He brings on Compton Ricc Rocc. They have everybody dress up as dojos and they hit the Chinese music. Dun, 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 dun. I'm watching the live. I'm watching Compton Ricc Rocc's live. Remember when I did that live talking about how Compton Ricc Rocc is copying my style and but I went live and then we had to understand that he'll go live at this time, that go live at that time. Again, we revert back to the schedule. So if you're not gonna work with our schedule, we're gonna step on your shit and we're gonna put the bigger platform on your shit so you're not gonna eat. If every time you go live, the bigger platform is up, you're gonna go over there to Compton Ricc Rocc. Wondering like, damn, why would you go? You wasn't even doing lives, you was doing pre-records. Now that I'm going live and I'm finding my lane with the streamer shit, that there's so many things I want to tell y'all. Okay, remember when me and Wack was on live and Compton Ricc Rocc comes on live and we're talking about streaming and how the streamer works and how that's the new thing. And Compton Ricc Rocc comes on there acting drunk, cussing at P's and Q's in the comments. It's like it's so much shit connected that y'all just don't really even see. He said Milk was beefing with Adam. He was on the show. What does that mean? But Milk is like another nigga like me and Snoopy. Milk is another nigga that is known, has a big enough platform for them to try to fuck with him, but he won't be controlled. You feel what I'm saying? Milk is like the original me, I feel like. And when I say the original me, like the original independent motherfucker that's coming up that has enough sauce and swag and knowledge to make it without them, and they got to figure out how to stomp this shit out. And I feel like I don't know this to be true, but just in observing his process, how he's came up, gone down, whoop, and I always wonder why he always just like he should be popping at one time and then he'll stop. And I was just like, maybe I always blamed it on him being like, from the marketing and what they put him out there to be as like just a bum and inconsistent and you know what I'm saying, like he on drugs and all that. But I think he's been dealing with. Okay, bro. Oh, you're a shot and a half. I spilled it. Don't lie. So I think he was one of the first ones to deal with this. It's like, bro, basically what I'm trying to tell y'all is like, if I wanted to just be up and winning, I would just have to be controlled by the gatekeepers, and it's crazy. And I would, y'all know I'm not gonna come on here and give haters more credit than they're due, right? But Wack is a gatekeeper. Getting that y'all. What does that mean? I told y'all, and this is why I wanted to do this live on my computer so I could pull certain shit up, but I just ain't in the mood. But I'm just gonna tell y'all the shit, and y'all gotta go look it up yourselves. Remember when Wack 100 and Adam 22 was arguing about how he has that nothing but sports, or I think it's nothing but sports. It's a streaming platform like Dosh, like what's the other one that got the fighting people? Stemmy, Lemmy. I call him Stemmy. I'm funny. Lemmy. Basically, if you have a bot farm and you can control how many views you can print money. Certain oh shit, my shit finna go dead. Certain platforms are less um certain platforms are less strict on the motherfuckers doing left day shit. It's my baby mama goddamn charger. Just noticing she left it. So it's funny, right? Because we all know about the diapers in Africa and all that shit. Woo, woo, woo. What if the diapers was a stamp was a bot farm? That's why you're out there to check on a bot farm to see if it's real, and you're putting it under the auspice. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So you might really be going to Dominican Republic, Africa. Didn't he just come back from Colombia and all this shit? Why would that be beneficial to you? Okay, damn, I gotta go do something else now. I gotta go get a stand so I can put this camera on the stand while I charge. Now, you got I'm gonna take y'all back. I know I'm jumping back and forth, right? So I want you we was talking about Adam Wack, how he has the nothing but sports and how this platform is making money right now, but who's watching where? Right? Because Adam, y'all don't understand, like these guys are secretly beefing up there but working together, which I don't understand why people do this. And certain things I don't understand, I'm gonna tell y'all I don't understand it. But I know that these guys are secretly beefing and been hating on each other back and forth. So Adam conveniently brings up nothing but sports because somebody's feeding them information. There's a lot of people that are working against each other that will get on fake pages and feed people information. And if we receive that information, we're like, hold on, this is a good question. It's like doesn't matter where it came from. But it's like, okay, so what's up with this nothing but sports and why how are you making 250,000 a month off of a platform that we've never even heard about? You know what I'm saying? We've never heard about this platform, and you're making how much a month? Who's watching it? And nigga Wack said, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? He said, don't worry about it. Just know it's making money. And that just goes back to when motherfuckers get access to the bot farm. You feel what I'm saying? Well, Loose Cannon called me and told me that he was on, but then he tried to spin me off. You feel what I'm saying? Because he was like, you can't let these niggas know. So then he said, "Oh, it's two, buddy. I came in here for something. Hold on, y'all. I really didn't want to do this content, but I just felt like, man, goddamn, y'all. I'm so tired of y'all being, you know what I'm saying, confused by the bullshit and all the cap. You know what I'm saying? So I remember one time I was beefing with Oh yeah, so no, I'm not gonna go to that. But we're gonna go to how Wack and Adam were beefing that day and why Adam was pressing so hard about how he makes money off of that platform. Alrighty. Okay. Put it up like right there. Bags, so y'all can see the bags. Y'all can see the brand. Uh, Reg Dog in the building. What happened to your other channel? What happened to my other channel is that I was telling you about this earlier. They learned the copyright system. We learned how to beat the copyright system, right? Um, this around the time I was rocking Snoopy, and Snoopy was trying to play the game like they was playing the game because they was taking this page. You feel what I'm saying? So he like, I'm finna start sending copyrights, but didn't know how to do it right. What happened to my page? Let me stay focused. So when they learned that, they was sending copyrights. Then they moved over to community guideline strikes. Community guideline strikes are working for them right now and beneficial because they're anonymous. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't know who's striking your page. And then you have people that are around you that they've placed around you to act like your friend. So when you get hit, they're gonna say, "Well, who do you think did that to you? Who would do that?" That's just the plant sizing you up to see who's attacking your page and if you know. But I already knew. Hold on. Hell, y'all. I'm trying to charge my phone again. And okay, here we go. All right. So when I got my page struck, I got a call from Drea and Neem, and they was like, "Who do you think struck your page?" And I always felt like that was a weird question, right? Like, who do you think struck your page, right? Then have y'all ever heard like the LA tactic of we're gonna send the press at you and we're gonna save you, and then you're gonna be forever and indebted to us. Like you're gonna feel happy that we saved you from this threat. You're gonna be more obligated to us. They're really playing. I don't know who the fuck is behind this. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I just don't believe that Wack is smart enough to put this game into play. But if he is, touche. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you for that. But so they're putting people close to you. So when they attack your page, they can say, "Who do you think did this?" I'm like, I already know who did this to me. As soon as I spoke on Flacco and Wack, they on me. They on some bullshit there now. They don't send copyrights no more because I've learned how to beat copyrights. That's why I kept my page so long. You feel what I'm saying? Because he took Hassan page, he took a couple other pages with the copyrights, and then Snoopy and them beefing with Snoopy, they figured out that you could fuck around and lose your page if you send a copyright wrong, right? And that's why I said that Snoopy's involved with it because he told us by losing his page that if you send a copyright wrong and the person combats it correctly, you can get your shit taken. Yeah, gotta watch the snakes. Keep your grass cut low, bro. But it's crazy. Cause and I'm not saying you are, but like say they say, bro, money fuck with you. He trusts you. Go over there, holler at him, see what's going on. We gonna put some money in your pockets. You know what I mean? And if you notice, like all these people that Wack doesn't fuck with, Spody Face, Munchie B, who else? Young and Hefe. You notice that all these people got their page taken around the same time? Not around the same time, but look it. I can't access you. You're gonna be guarded. You're gonna be waiting on me to attack you. So I'm gonna send a friendly over there. This was somebody told me I didn't understand it. Somebody said they're gonna send a bitch over there to attack you. Niggas love pussy. But see, the thing with me was I wasn't attracted to pussy. But they said they gonna send a bitch towards you. But I'm like, well, I'm not trying to get on the bitch, so how they gonna trick me? How they tricked me without me even trying to have sexual relations with the bitch was now you have somebody that you trust, that you tell your innermost thoughts to, and not even innermost thoughts, like what you're really feeling, what you plan on doing, da da da. You trust this person. You don't think that they're working with Wack. And that's why I feel like if Munchie B finds out that Drea is working with Wack 100 this whole time, if he really comprehends that, he's gonna feel fucked up. Like, just imagine, right? My enemy, we know how Munchie B and Wack 100 beef, right? Imagine my enemy, my manager, she's getting me money. It's crazy how they're playing this game. They're letting you get a little money, and then they're suggesting that you put up certain videos, right? Now I started to notice this. I was like, when a motherfucker told me to put up something that was talking about I can't remember what was it. It was like some type of porn shit. Then they said the Wack 100 with the jacking off stuff, with the tranny stuff, right? Those are setups. I'm telling y'all, those are setups. They're sending you some fake information that is against the guidelines specifically. They're having your manager or somebody close to you tell you to push this information. Then when you do, we have what we need. We have the timelines. Your manager, the person that you think that's going to work with you and help you, is going to be the exact person that is watching and pushing the money and ads and everything. They're also watching to be able to get a specific timeline to put that guideline strike in and take your page. Then, if we want to control you, right, we're gonna give you a bunch of money. We're gonna say you made 10,000. I heard like I seen the post that said Spuddy Face made $10,000 this month and then lost his page after da 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 da. That's the setup. They're letting you know how much you can make, how much you can do if you play along, if you play this game and you come and you do what I tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So I'm like, okay. So how did I figure this all out? When I seen it started with Compton Ricc Rocc. When I seen that Compton Ricc Rocc was showing favor to Flakko, Wack, everybody, Benji didn't like understand it. I knew, I seen it, but I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, what are they doing, bro? Why do they want to be over here? So let's talk about Wack. Wack is I don't even give Wack more than he deserves, but either he or somebody that's around him is guiding him right because he's utilizing the shit out of niggas around him. From the creeps to the what was the light skinned nigga that he had that was his assistant before him, to the Rick Rosses, his secret agents, and Drea and Flakko. Wack already came on, yo, jumper and said, y'all see how good you Flacco doing? Yeah, this my little protege. I put him on, I gave him the game. No, you put him on, what do I want to call it? Basically, You put him on the goddamn machine. That's what I call it, the machine. You put him on the machine, and Flacco has always played the game. And honestly, I was on a Reckless podcast. He was talking about, grinding up and putting in work and whoop. And I was telling him, man, bro, there's gonna come a time where you do like get a little notice, a little shiny breakthrough, and you're gonna get an opportunity, and the opportunity is gonna come with like sliming out everybody around you and whoop, and it's gonna put you in position, and you're gonna be like, man, I've been grinding so hard. This is my first business. This finally I get to make it, and it's gonna be hard to say no. It's gonna be hard. But that's how it happens. And there's some niggas that's out here. I had a homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna put you out there like that, but I had a homeboy that was like, man, I would stay cool with Wack, man. Like, fuck that. I was shit. I'm trying to get the money. I said, that's why he take advantage of suckers like you. Suckers that he's taking advantage of. Let's keep moving. J Hood. J Hood, I don't know who specifically your dad is, but it's one of the OGs that Wack is beefing with that he's been smutting out for years. I want you to know, J Hood. I see you, SPJ. Salute. Appreciate you. This y'all, I'm here for y'all because right now I don't want to do this, but I'm just like, hey, let's do it. J Hood, you're goofy, you're green. You don't know what's going on. You're being used. He's gonna put a lot of money in your pocket. That is limited. Limited. Say the budget is 10,000. We can give you 1,500 over however many 8 months or something like that. We can give you 5,000 in 2 months, but your budget is 10,000. And if I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm talking about? You expose Wack and the no jumper brawl with fake loose cannon. Listen, that's how you know if I'm sitting here and I'm telling you something that you should be listening to it. That you should take this information as goddamn concrete. Y'all know, like, if I was really trying to just like entertain y'all, I'll come on here and I would, you know what I mean? Like, it would be, this is just like me trying to tell y'all, like, I'm just, like, I ain't one of these niggas that's just easily swayed by the carrot and trying to get some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a job, I'm getting a little decent bread, plus that little, you know what I mean? So, I noticed that Wack said Compton Ricc Rocc and Drea next to me on that. They might not want to be down. That would just be like, bro, you don't see what's happening to you. And I apologize to them niggas, man, because they've been trying to tell me because they was another person that had been through what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. They know who they are. If they watching, they know I'm talking about them. But so now I'm like, okay, we go from community strikes. We learn how to beat the community strikes, and we like. That's why I was challenging them. Y'all don't listen. Remember when I was going at Poetik Flakko and I was like, nigga, send a strike over here. I promise you, I'm sending it back because I learned how to fight them. You know what I'm saying? So now they like, okay, you learned how to fight the community strikes. We got a new method for you. Community guideline strikes. The fuck is this? So now I got to figure out how to fight that. They took my page, but they took my page and I don't like to say anything that I'm just guessing on or assuming or conspiracy, right? So they took the page and they got it back. They could have deactivated my page, said it was gone, gave me the game, and then reactivated it. That's to control you. That's to we told you. You know you can't go against Wack. You know you can't go against Flacco. You're exposing shit. We know you know. Nigga, shut the fuck up. We're taking your page, nigga. We just got you. You was just making some money. You was just making some money, wasn't you? Yeah. Now we finna take that away. But with that, only thing they thought that They thought that was gonna check me though, but they didn't check me. What that baby realized was that this shit was artificial. This shit was contrived. You feel what I'm saying? Like I wasn't really coming up in the system. The 100,000 that certain people got on videos, that wasn't real. The views that they was getting or the subs that they was getting wasn't real. When I started to notice shit and I cut off certain contacts, my views, not even my views too, but my subs started to retract. I watched dog face videos with him and that girl Henny and Whoop. They was trying it for a while. I was noticing it. And I'm like, why every time I click on dog face videos, this nigga ain't got more than however many in his live, or they got like four different channels. They collaborating on four different channels. That girl Henny, dog face, and like two other motherfuckers, right? And they couldn't get him more than 200 views. And I said, damn. I said, that's the part I haven't figured out. How they're like slowing your shit down to where you can't even get any views. You can't even get an algorithm. Because before I got into all this shit, I was doing dual streaming from this page and Demon Time Exotics. Just because I knew when they attacked that page, they were going to take that page and y'all know where to find me. And I got this page to where it was like, I was starting to get views with just this page. Then when I got into it, and I had to deactivate my main page, and I went to this page, and I was saying, damn, if they slowed this one down so much that I couldn't even fucking breathe. You feel what I'm saying? I would try to put up shit, but then I learned more. Fucking flies in. I learned more game that now I'm gonna implement. Um, and even though I don't know how much I want to tell y'all, let me let y'all know that's right. So I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do a lot of content or whatever. I'm just really taking my time. I'm just trying to decide if it's worth like trying to let y'all know the truth. You know what I'm trying to say? Disloyal subs. Yeah. No, it ain't even disloyal subs. It's fake subs. It's botted subs. Those are botted subs. What I'm telling you is that if you're with the team and you're following rules and you're not mentioning certain individuals that will take you to the moon, and all of this is like all of this like is like play right. And this that's why Wack hit me up for those 30 days straight. I told y'all that Wack called me for 30 days straight before he even started that shit out there in Las Vegas with 607 which is the compound that he was telling me he had. Go on, pour up. You ready? They're black and mild. You ain't got nothing. Go get it. Huh? I don't know what that is. I mean, I ain't, no, not mine. No, see, what you gotta understand is that if you play right and you don't mention, okay, so let's get Spotty Face. Spotty Face was doing good when Drea liked him. Spotty Face, tell me this. Did Drea tell you to take your shirt off and be on there without your shirt? I'm just wondering. That's random, right? It's a reason for all of this. I'm gonna give it to y'all. I'm just saying. So what I've noticed about Dre is that she's fucking with all niggas that she kind of like. She gonna put money in the pocket of niggas that she like. And I was wondering, Compton Ricc Rocc would tell me he's going to smashing on his bitch, da 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 da. Right? It was in LA, and I'm like, well, okay. But I'm wondering why he's sharing this information with me. This is information that we really talk about. You know what I'm saying? This isn't conversations that we're really talking about. So I remember one time when he was doing all. I'm gonna stop trying to hit the table because it shake the camera. I remember when he was doing all the like workout videos, he was getting in shape and all that. That's what he was focused on, and he was doing this shit. That's because somebody was telling him that he was looking good, that he was sexy, and that he was feeling them, that he was putting money in his pocket, and that was what was gonna drive him up. I hate having to like be so blunt direct with it. Cause when I'm so blunt direct, it's just that's when they really attack. You feel what I'm saying? So Showface, I'm just sorry saying names. Y'all go take this shit and top it up and do something with it. Hold on. See, there's so many things that I've learned. If I've learned that I can't smoke on camera because they gonna report it for a, you know, illegal substance. If I've learned that, what's the other one they use? Harassment and bullying, I can't say certain words. That's why I say you're unsightly. You know what I mean? I just say the shit differently. I do shit differently, but I'm figuring out what I was even gonna tell you. Oh, okay, so Showface, Dress hit me up when she's into it with Showface. I'm like, why is she even caring about this nigga saying? Why is she caring about what this nigga is saying? But he basically like shit on some slimy shit. And I think she was trying to get ahead of the story because she thought I would like tap into it. But what she didn't know is that I didn't. I really didn't. I was so focused on what I was doing, I wasn't trying to really. But when I tapped into it, I started to see similarities and different things that was like the same shit they was telling me. So it's just so much I want to tell y'all, but I haven't like really, you know. So when she got into it with Showface and he was exposing a lot of this shit right that was going on, she was hitting me and was like, she knew that I was talented enough and not knowledgeable enough that if she encouraged me to get on him, I would get on him. What does this remind me of? This reminds me of Loose Cannon telling me to go at Big Chuck, Death of Cloud Chaser, now I had a pavement, somebody that's been fighting against the system and been figuring out how to fuck his shit off. Y'all gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? When I went Big Chuck, Loose Cannon was like, go with Big Chuck, woo. You know what I mean? Because they feel like, okay, money's talented, raw talent. He can damn near destroy careers like he did fucking Trap Booty Bandit and other guys. You know what I'm saying? So when I talked to Big Chuck, I told Big Chuck, I said, Luke Cannon told me to come at you. You know what I mean? Well, who? He said, oh, yeah, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to let you live. And for me, for my pride at that time, I was destroying niggas. I'm like, what? He like, nah, bro. Tell you the truth. I can really do it to you. No diddy. No trap. He said, I can really knock your shit down and destroy you. But he said, maybe that's what they want. And I didn't get what he was saying. He was saying, like, they're sending you at me and me at you because they want us to destroy each other because they can't destroy us individually. But we're doing our thing without the machine. So the best way to get rid of both of us is to send us at each other. But he didn't say that in specific words. He just kind of articulated that. And I was like, that's why, even though I know Big Chuck be over there and he do what he do, I understand that he's like caught in the system, if that makes sense. And I don't blame him for that because it's like before you understand your card in the system, he owned his trademark, he owned his everything, ooh, ooh, and he would have had to start over. I know how that feels. Like when they took my page, you know what I'm saying, and they gave it back. That was a way for them to control me. Like, all right, we could take this. You've been talking shit for I say 3, 4, 5 years. Like now we're gonna take your shit. You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't play right, we'll give it back. But if you don't play right, we'll keep your shit. Okay. So that's what they're doing to Spotify right now. They're like, oh, you made 10,000 this month, we taking your page. Nigga, speaking up against Compton Ricc Rocc, you speaking on shit we don't want you to do. We gonna take your shit. And see, The thing is, Spotify, he blocked me, not knowing really who team he was on. Not even like this is a team, but you gotta understand there's a team of people that are not conforming and being controlled. And I hope you either see this or you're able to understand that this is just a tactic to control you. And it's gonna be hard, but if you just because it's fake anyways. You don't have that. Whatever they're creating for you is fake. It doesn't exist. So if you think like right now you're up and you got 15,000, I don't know how many subs you got, but whatever many subs and whatever you did this month, it's all fake. They're making it look as good as they can make it for you, so you can lose it, regret that, and conform. And I remember one time I got into a Flacco. I'm like, oh, I got a shot. Hold on, yeah. Let me advertise. Bill 27, Dominican Republic.com. If y'all need, you know what I'm saying? If y'all need that connection, tap in with me. Oh, that's my account. So I'm seeing how they're moving. There's so many things I want to tell you. I'm just gonna talk about everything. Maybe I'll chop it up later. So Compton Ricc Rocc, I really, this is the second time I was finessed and I feel like I was green. And they tried to do it a third time with ODM Slim. And I was just like, okay. So Compton Ricc Rocc, it's like they placing certain niggas close to you to be able to understand what's going on, to be able to influence you, tell you to put up certain things, and utilize your game. I started to notice that I don't look at other niggas' pages. So a certain individual kept telling me, man, just look at what these niggas do. And I'm like, I don't care what these niggas are doing, but I went and looked. I said, oh, so here in the Bay Area, one thing I noticed about the Bay Area is that they're like masters of the bootleg, the remix, right? When I first met Compton Ricc Rocc, he was telling me to tap in with Mr. Fab. He's like these niggas in Oakland and in the Bay Area really got the game right. I never understood what he meant, but I feel like what he meant was they have mastered the remix, the bootleg, and certain individuals that I seen that shit, and I was like, damn, that's kind of slimy and grimy. But it's like if you can do it legally and get away with it, boom, right? So I started to notice that like it was certain individuals Compton Ricc Rocc was rocking with, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. Like he was rocking with Nina Boy. I was like, I thought they had a close relationship. They went to the Snoop Dogg shit, but I never really seen him do anything with Nina Boy, right? And I really never really tapped in with Nina Boy. And again, I don't tap in with shit. I'm not like watching nigga shit to like copy their style. I got my own swag, my own style, my own everything. So I don't need to bootleg. So I tapped in with Nina Boy shit just to see what was going on, trying to figure all this shit out. And I said, damn, Compton Ricc Rocc came over here and took your setup, how you got it set up, how you set up your screen, how you're displaying your social medias, and that's what he got from you. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, damn, did Wack send Compton Ricc Rocc to be next to me to learn? Cause it was like when Wack was trying to figure out how to do what I was doing with the lives with multiple people on it. Wack Loose Cannon was around. Then when me and Loose Cannon stopped messing, started rocking, they started to recreate that, and they had 600, Loose Cannon, Wack 100, and then they would bring on a bunch of different people and do a panel show, which is what I was doing before I transitioned to other shit. When I transitioned into other shit, not Loose Cannon, but Compton Ricc Rocc comes along. Now I'm like, okay, You're sending these guys loose cannon to learn the panel game and the different games that I'm using that I don't even understand as a small creator. I'm really winning with the little bit of numbers that I'm doing, but I'm comparing myself to people that are botted up and they're doing 10, 20s, and 30s. And I'm like, damn, I can't break a goddamn 3,500. So loose cannon, right before all that shit happens with him, he gets the game, boom, boom, he's doing 30,000. They put him on the machine. He lies to me, tell me that it's too buddy, but he's really on the machine. They can't like, you know, they can't tell you that they're all working together cool because it wouldn't align and the people that they have connections to wouldn't align. What I mean by that, if Munchie B knew that Drea was working with Wack, he wouldn't be working with her. If Spody Face knew that Drea The Virgo, how he was, if he knew that she was buying this page up, working with Wack and all these different people, and the understanding is, and I don't know how they communicated to other people. I just know how it was communicated to me was they just had to come like after like they tried all the different tactics like let's dangle the carrot see if he goes and let's do this see if he goes let's take his page see if he goes. After a while, Wack just had to call me and say, "Bro, you don't want to listen." You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to answer to nobody. I'm like, nah, it ain't that I don't want to answer to nobody. I see what's going on. You're not gonna do me like you do Creep. I just heard it. I just seen a clip today. I'm gonna have to go get my extra phone. I just seen a clip today, right? I really don't gotta get my phone to make this point. I seen a clip today where it sounded like I don't know if this was old clips. I remember the same type of thing where you talking about you went against me once, you going against me again. He going crazy on Creep. Anytime thing goes slow, anytime thing gets slow with the content world, you will become content. Jalise, Jalise signed to Wack 100, and she was in the headlines. Yeah, but was it to your benefit? Was it to destroying your brand? You know what I'm saying? Julie's got put in the headlines as a, a penis sucker with cum on her cheek, a thought that's fucking everybody. Um, then it was like, did you get your venereal area misabused and taken? That's what happened, brother. You didn't know that? You ever see? Yeah, this is a girl named Jalise from Sacramento, man. She be like going to EBK, J-Bo and all them. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really know nothing about the up north politics. So I started covering. Then I started figuring out this bitch is a fact. Watching hours of lives. Yes, whore. So I started like watching the lives. I'm like, she talking about how she used to rock with this guy, and then she got who she got the baby by? Is it? I don't know a lot of these niggas' names. Breezy, what's the nigga name to put the light skinned nigga? I think he got unalived. That's Briss. I think she had a baby by him or something. Money, what? What's up? Long time sub, Jack. Right, that makes sense. You could come on, brother. I, I'm not here right now to like entertain, do a good show. I'm really here to get y'all the game and just let y'all know because I'm irritated. Y'all see, just in the kitchen. I'm popping, we taking shots and talking shit. I said I need to just come on live because I ain't been live in a minute and just tell them what's really going on. I put up a couple of shorts and let y'all know that I was gonna say this and you know what I mean. And how they was controlling me for a little while was like it was always like all money gonna do is put the business out there. He got all the recordings from with loose cannon and all that shit. What he gonna do is expose the business. So what I did was I played that game for a little bit just to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Just to see, like, getting the inside. But it was an unspoken rule. I guess they figured like I knew what was going on. But listen, you can see bots. Y'all know y'all can see bots on y'all page. You've been missed. Appreciate you, SPJ. I'm really gonna be back soon. I've been having a lot of fun over here. I don't know how I've been having so much fun. I'm broke. I'm really broke. I've been paying lawyers and I'm broke, but been having a lot of fun over here. Shout out to Shorty if she watching. You know what I'm saying? We've been having fun. I fuck with you. But So what was I gonna say? I don't even know what I was gonna say. So let me tell y'all about Flacco. Had to put my phone on do not disturb. My bad, y'all. You can keep it real money. Nah, bro, you sound sad. You having fun. Nah, bro, you sound sad. You having fun. I mean, in life, not with this. Listen, let's talk about that. So I'm talking about everybody else. Let's talk about me. We support you regardless. Listen, I mean, in life, I'm having fun. That's why I haven't been going live. Like, you know what I mean? You know, not to put too much business out there, but I just been like relaxing, handling my job work. It's a lot of stuff happening on my job. They fired, like, they ain't fire them, but they did a forced retirement on my manager, the other manager, and another worker. So I had to handle business that come before everything. Then I was like, man, I really just need to step back from social media. I deactivated my main page because they were sending community guideline strikes. I was talking to YouTube and I had like evidence of everything that was going on, but they're acting it, they're, the shit that they say that you're talking to humans, you're really not. I got an email that said if they took one of the community guideline strikes off, cool. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm doing is if they really did take Spotty Face page, which you could just deactivate your page and give that illusion and then he can come back and then it's like a form of control, like we took your page, but now we got it back. Now act right. Or he really did lose his page, but I know that they was attacking my shit. I can show y'all emails where it's like for one day, my whole shit just says YouTube guideline, YouTube copyright, YouTube. It's like the whole day I was just so he took it. I got it back through goddamn Drea said she got it back. But honestly, I'm gonna say bro name. I don't even care. Fuck it, you wanna be in it or not. Stingy gave me a little game and I used that game. And then and when motherfuckers I think motherfuckers already knew I was gonna get my page back. So maybe they wouldn't have gave it back, but I was gonna get back anyways. So they uh they achieved taking my page, but they did it through a way. It was like I did a dual stream live. So they hit me with a strike on one thing and then they hit me with a dual stream live, which is just basically one live but two different ways. And you can't get two strikes for one live. I'm giving y'all some game. Write it down, remember it, record this. You can't get two strikes for one live, even if they're one's vertical, one's landscape. It's one fucking video. And let's put this out here. Are y'all listening? Are y'all recording? I'm about to tell y'all something. You do not have no fucking lawyer over there. If you're being represented and you're saying that somebody stop, see, I stopped letting niggas fast talk me. That's why niggas didn't like me. But you got a lawyer? Let me see the communication with the lawyer. What's the lawyer name? Communication. Or contact information. Okay. Oh, you don't. Okay. Cause I'm really contacting lawyers. Fuck is you talking about? But if you think you have a lawyer and you're working with the enemy already, you hear what I'm saying? Do you think Munchie B would be happy to know that his page is being pushed and monetized by Wack 100? What up? We got awkward beginners in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on here popping it, talking this shit. So that's why a lot of these alliances is kept secret. I've already told y'all the story how I was on the phone and I thought that, when I was aligned with certain people and I told nigga, we about to get on your ass. And him being whack, he like, who? What? Call Flacco, nigga, get him on the phone. And you will never do nothing. And after he told Flacco not to do nothing, he never did nothing with me. I can pull up videos right now where when we got to talking about the shit, he literally just turned off his internet. And Flacco look a little quick look. I mean, he like a little slimy little fast nigga, man. This nigga put his shit on airplane mode or something. You know what I mean? Where shit just froze up. Just a big old nerd, man. You know, but that's why I was telling like Reckless, if a nigga's wanting to show you how to get 10, 20,000 a month, are you willing to throw your values away? And that's what it come down to. I'm not feeling down, bro. Understand, I'm feeling tactical. I want to let y'all know what's going on with me. I don't want y'all to think I'm over here. That's why I'm like, I'm really been over here chilling, like, just been handling business on the, like, on the back end. Y'all know I got my pardon, to get my, like, all my rights back. So with the pardons in Minnesota, they do everything like the new process that I went, and I was like one of the first people to go under this new process where they clear your whole everything, they pardon everything, they expunge everything. So I thought I was straight to have my gun license and shit, right? Boom. I did all that, handled that, and that's when Wack was trying to fuck that shit up too. He was behind the scenes. Wack was saying that he was gonna contact the people, and let him know that I'm out here like getting into it and woo woo, but I had certain shit going on and try to fuck up my pardon. So I had to lie to these niggas when I was doing my pardon. When I went back home back in the day, if y'all was connected with me back then, I went back home to Minnesota. Niggas was like, my homeboys was tell me you in Minneapolis. Like Wack was saying, I can't come but go back home and all this. I got shot in the ass. I got ran out of Minnesota. But I was really back home in Minnesota doing a pardon to clear my record. When I told Loose Cannon this, he shared it with Wack and they was talking about they was gonna fuck it up. They was gonna call up here and let them know, whatever. So I got the pardon, boom. I thought I was good. Then I found out I had some shit on my juvenile record. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be here through where you at money, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Is it where you at? Mm. But so all that to say, they took Munchie first page and then Drea helped them create another page. But it's like, say you got some content on your page that's not like everybody know I got content on that main page. Demon Time Exotics, that was when they was early. They was making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But I just happened to be doing content with them. You know what I'm saying? So when they figured out that I had so much shit, it was like they had to respect me, but they also feared me. They also hated on me in the background and everybody that I tried to connect with. Anybody I tried to connect with, they'd be like, man, you know, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. Which puts me in a position where y'all gotta understand how they're handcuffing me. 'Cause it's like, say I know that they on some weird shit and they doing weird shit, but they like, all he gonna do is try to expose you. Woo, woo. It's like y'all trying to finesse me and handle me. So even when I try to play ball, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna lie for like that. Just means I'm gonna not gonna speak on certain shit for I could man, I be telling y'all so much shit I could speak on, like all the shit J Hood. I can't wait to talk about J Hood. But I really like take the time and I ain't over here. That's why y'all say, oh, you're sad. I'm like, man, I've been over here having fun, fucking bitches and doing all kind of shit. I don't even know. You know what I mean? I just been like, they think you going to the door. You know why you be playing with these niggas? No, but now they're gonna come. I'm on here. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Look at we talk about some shit happening at the house, but think no buns 100 trying to clip people who don't like him. Exactly. You get it. Who the fuck is this? Mean Looks? Salute to you. Shout out to Mean Looks. So y'all make sure y'all go tap in with his page because on God, that's what it's about. I'm fucked up. I ain't really like I said, I ain't really plan this live. I ain't structure it. I just was like, I know I put up a couple shorts. I said I was gonna come talk about this. So, you know what I'm saying? Bitch just got up out of here. She was abundant me like, God damn, bitch. Leave. Nah, she gonna see she probably watching right now. Like, "Nee, want me there." Anyways, um, yeah, he clipping pages, but he's doing it. You're thinking you're rocking with somebody who fucks with you. And that's why I said I don't know if I really want to give Wack this much props. But it seems as if he's placing people next to you that you believe in and you trust in. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you know, they all use the same tactic. Compton Ricc Rocc used loose cannon tactic. I got finessed by loose cannon tactic. They hit you up daily. They make you feel like, you know, they care about you personally for whatever reason. They just want to communicate with you. Now, I don't talk to nobody else. I just talk to you, man. And shit, you know what I'm saying? I just be tapping in with you because I know you the real, you specifically the real one. But no, they're just trying to build like that relationship, that fake relationship with you, like, and make you trust them and tell them what's going on. So, you know, the enemy, aka Wack 100, has a inside knowledge on what you might be planning to do next. So right now, what's going on with me and my page is they try to run the like we're gonna be the one to take your page, but we're gonna be the one to save your page. We're gonna bring the chaos to you to where you feel like, oh, I'm about to lose everything, but we're gonna be the saviors. So we trust you. But where Drea fucked up in trying to be the savior that presented the problem but saved me was that I was already in communication and knew how to handle that issue that she was talking about. So it was like, you wasn't saving me. I already had enough game. I already knew enough about this game. And I always wondered, let's talk about this right while we talk about Drea The Virgo. I was gonna connect her with one of the connections that I had made in the industry of you know, I won't just say his name because I don't want to put him in no shit. He ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm I'm gonna say this. I put her in I ain't put her in connection, but I was communicating with a person that was above me that could really go to those levels, right? I connected with them. I made a good relationship. Telling him like, hey man, I'm messing with her and she could bring me to a level, but what, just being me being a real nigga, I'm never if I'm communicating with you as a friend and somebody you trust, and I trust you, you trust me, I'm gonna tell you the real. So I said, hey bro, I'm messing with this lady right here. She could bring you to another level. Look at, you know what I'm saying? I'm late. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, brother, we've been on here 78 minutes. How many minutes is that? That's an hour and 10, 18 minutes. But I'm telling him like she can bring you to a level, but you're really at the level. You know what I mean? And when I talked to her, her being Drea The Virgo about bringing her to that level, and he could, you know, get to her and maybe reach past. I was like, man, I don't know if she can bring you past that level because anybody that she's done business with is at this level, and you're there and almost above. So I don't know if she can benefit you. Just being real, because that's how I am. I'm direct. He said okay, and they never did no business, right? And I thought about that. I said, damn, she can't help nobody move past this level because she knows that this level is artificially created. It's fake. It's bots. It's like if you're a small person, if you're a small creator, it'll be great to you. But like for somebody that's on a real level that's doing real shit, you can't bring them past that because it's limited. If you have a bot farm of 100,000, that's that's where you can go. Okay. So it's just so much shit on my mind I want to tell y'all. I keep getting lost. I already knew this was gonna be like this, but I put out my disclaimer like, this life is gonna be all distracted and all over everywhere. I don't know what I'm talking about. She been running the scam I've been peeped it 2 years ago. Come on, man. So motherfuckers was like, so somebody came and said, bro, why would you fuck with them? You know they don't like you. I'm thinking like, damn, maybe they peeped the real energy of money. Like, yeah, online, money is like a real agitator, motherfucker that'll just be on some bullshit. But if you know money, if you talk to me behind the scenes, if you know me really, you'd be like, money really real nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? He one of the realest niggas out here. So it was just like I said, it was more like, damn, motherfuckers placed another nigga next to me that I thought that I didn't know was connected. And that's the secret of it. So I remember I asked her, I was like, are you doing content? Are you working with Compton Ricc Rocc? She was like, no, what do you mean? Da 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 da. But then I thought back to Benji and us and all that shit and how he was protecting her. And then I remember I go back to Drea when I was getting into it with Flakko and she was protecting him. And I'm like, oh, anybody that's in this section that's really winning is connected to the machine. And if you're with the machine, you do not speak against Wack, Flakko, in certain instances, Adam 22. So, okay. Country Rock never would speak against Wack, Flakko, Drea The Virgo. Drea The Virgo, when I'm trying to get the information from her to go against Flakko, she shuts it down. Like, why you acting like it's like you protecting them? No, I just, she was getting the money. She couldn't even afford to live where she was living in LA. Nah, don't be irritated about him now. Gotta get done. The flyer or a slanted line. Exactly. Exact. No, that's not an option. You get two options. Two options. They throw up to eat. It's disgusting. So I always be wondering, like, why they set these niggas next to me. You and Munchie Spody all got strikes, lost their pages. Y'all all had one person in common. Yeah. Thank you for keeping me on track, Dr. Girl. That's exactly what it means. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. If you speak against the gatekeeper, he will spank you with a belt. And I know I'm drunk, so I'm just putting it, you know what I mean? But he did it to Munchie first. I don't know who was second or third, but it's Munchie. Munchie, then then me, then again. And he was like me, where it's like, okay, once he figured out what was going on, he didn't care about nothing but what the check say. But at the same time, you couldn't disrespect him. That's why I was telling Wack, bro, I don't give a fuck what we doing. We working together. We getting money. I'm getting more money than I've ever seen before. That doesn't change how I feel. That's why I explained to Wack directly. Like, I give a fuck with that. It don't matter what the check say. With me, it's about respect me as a man. Don't ever try to handle me like Creed or Jaleese or Munchie or Ed. right now, when I heard that clip come up, I don't know if that was a replay or something else. I think I seen it all, heard it on Channel Black channel on Instagram. I was like, hold on, is he doing this again to Creek? Because it's like anybody that get bigger than him and be able to survive on their own without him, he will tear you down. So you can't survive without the machine. You feel what I'm saying? If you get to a big enough point where there's gonna be some kind of scandal, some kind of something, and put your ass in a frying pan. That's why certain niggas like PC Baby Draco, you know what I'm saying? When I really try to give you some game and let you know, hey, bruh, it's what it is, and you still go with the machine and you get fried anyways, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about me because I'm gonna get off here. So right now, me, I see what's going on, cut off everybody, and I remember when I'm gonna give Stingy his props. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Stingy cut off everybody. And he was like, I'm not fucking with this shit. I'm finna find my own lane. But then he focused on, I'm about to give y'all some game. Hope if you're in here, hope y'all listening. So when I come back and you wonder why I'm doing what I'm doing, it's just because this is what I learned from the algorithm. Stingy left. He said, I'm no longer playing the game. I'm about to do me. I'm about to focus on one thing. Go get strapped, brother. Huh? You ready? Yeah. Apply to them. I gotta get first. You got to. Hold on, I'm about to end this and then we talk about it. Let me do this. I'm gonna do a summary. So what Stingy told me, it was like he said, I'm out the game. I'm not fucking with this shit no more. Because it was like, again, I don't be wanting to give Wack too much like credit. But from what I'm saying, this nigga got a chokehold on this genre specifically. And we think that this genre is bigger than it is, but it's not. The genre is small. Anytime I ask anybody about like Wack 100, Loose Cannon, or Compton Ricc Rocc, or anything in this genre, is like, who? So just know that up to 100 bands, not 100 bands, 100,000 views. That's where I think the peak is at one time. We can give it all, or we spread it out, split it up. We got 100,000. Forgot my laces in my phone. So let me see what y'all about. You have I read that. Wack name is an algorithm. It's just a genre, even though most people don't like him. He is. And that's what I noticed. So I started to notice that when Counter Rick Rock wanted to get back in the algorithm, he would post whack, 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 whack. Okay. So I'm just sitting there like, I didn't want to get that nigga that much credit. I'm like, damn, is he just controlling like that? That's why I told Rick, like, when you get to the point where you can make it or not make it, and a motherfucker giving you a decision like, you see, but for a month or two, we let you make what you gonna make. You know what I mean? They always gonna double it or triple it. So, all that being said, I may go live later. I'll say I'm gonna take a lot of shots. Have a good day. I'm gonna do a different live. I'm gonna end this one. Maybe I can on a real computer. I don't know. But definitely, we're gonna get back to it. See how we gonna handle this. I haven't been Like I haven't been I haven't decided how I want to handle this. I've been fighting it for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Years. Put it like that. So I told him, like, I told Rick, like, I'm like, man, when you get to this point, it's on his channel, it ain't on mine. So when you get to this point, you gotta decide, man, like, what's more important, like getting the money, having the fame, or just, keeping the hundred and you ain't gonna make no money on this side. You gotta have something else going on. So the niggas that keep it real, we shadow ban, they short our channel. They've been trying to take that channel from me for so long. I got so much shit on that channel I forgot. Niggas be like, man. So that's why I'm protecting it. Right now, I'm protecting my main channel and I'm on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna come back soon. It's like that's what they know me for. Like Monday, like been the only one that's been able to go against the Giants and keep their page. But it's like I've been meticulous with this shit. That's what y'all don't understand. Like I've been meticulous with this shit. A lot of niggas that been trying to shut up. So it's like they thought they took my eye, but I just like, okay, damn, y'all close. Y'all about to take that motherfucker. But they got so much information on that motherfucker, that main page. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, but just know, it's all that information. I got a lot of shit. All right. So y'all out of here then. But a couple of y'all, I'm full of it. Shouldn't even know live, but I want to bring this to y'all. So we're gonna get up out of here. Uh, there's no like this is what I want to say in the end. You're not going and you know these niggas on some bullshit. It's certain niggas that's not going. That side is niggas that's being suppressed, hating on. Those are the real ones. The dog faces, the mean, the Snoopy badasses, anybody that speaks up against the establishment. If y'all want to support us, make sure y'all hitting that like, y'all sharing it. And took a lot of shots, so I'm feeling good. But Demon Time Exotics is deactivated. I still got it. And so we gonna do what we gotta do. That'll be this. And if y'all rocking with me, y'all just need to like support me. Make sure that DT Clips page go up. We hit monetization. I need 1,000 subs. So share the page anytime you see the live. I'm feeling good. Hey, I'll go live later on the main page. Not on the main page, but I'm gonna go live later. Yeah, tap in.